Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this week's car boot sale haul video. I've just been working out what I spent and I think it's about £21.50 plus £1 to get in. So I think for £21.50 I've done pretty damn well. Let's see if you agree. Firstly I bought Filler Bag. Filler Bag is £3. I'm sure that the OG crew is sick of hearing this, but Filler Bag is £3. And for £3 you can cram in as much as you want from a certain area of Steve's stall. And I don't always do Filler Bag, but quite often what happens is I start rummaging and I find one or two bits, then I go, oh, I don't think I need to fill a whole bag, I'll just see how much Steve wants for this, and then I go and find another bit, and before you know it, I fill in a bag. Today's Filler Bag, well, it very much paid for itself. Like I said, Filler Bag is £3. My Scrabble alone, which I have checked and it is complete, will bring me back easily a tenner, so that is the Filler Bag very much covered. So I have a Scrabble. I have a massive, this is huge, look, bigger than my head, Slow Down You Greedy Bastard dog bowl. So these, they're not difficult to come by, but they do seem to sell fairly well on eBay. And I should probably be able to look at 8 to 10 for that one, simply because of the size of it. I've got a loose hair tickling my face. I've been trying to chase it for the last 10 minutes. I got 2 of the vintage Mastermind game. They're not both the same edition. You can see on the side is slightly different. And I do not know if they are complete. And Mastermind contains an awful lot number of pieces, so I've got to go through and check those. I may have 2 complete, I may have one that I can amalgamate, who knows. But I'll put them separately so I can check those. This is not convenient at all. Hang on. Let's try it like this. I have a Newbie Cloud Comforter. These are only Aldi. Newbie range is sold at Aldi. But even so, I should be able to get a £5 for that one. Needs a wash. Actually, I won't put it in there. I can put it in the laundry pile and it can go down and be washed. I got Exploding Kittens. That is complete. It only sells for about £5. And I got a Filofax. This is the Identity in black faux leather in the personal size, and that sells for about a tenner. So as you can see, that Filler Bag alone is very much going to cover the entire outlay from today. Still going, I got a McDonald's green glass. They sell better if you've got several, but you know, I don't think I've got any in the unit. I don't think so. I've got a box in the unit full of kind of like spares and extras for things, but I don't think there's any of those. I got a blank Shaun the Sheep mug. I presume you colour it yourself. It has a chipped base, and I don't know if it had a chipped base when I bought it or whether I've done that bringing it home. Not sure. Anthony did clunk the bag rather a lot. I just found £1 in the bottom of the bag, but I think it was my £1. Anthony clunked the bag when he was bringing it in, so chances are that that's got chipped on the way into the house. And then the last thing out of the Filler Bag is just 4 frames. One very vintage Danish design, it says on the back of there. Danish design, very vintage, kind of brass, like dark brass. What do they call that? And then just a brass effect. A brass effect that has a thing in that I will take out. And 2 chrome effect. And I bundle these. Again, I wait until I've got enough for a bundle. And they seem to sell quite well in bundles. I'm not entirely sure why. Silver plated always sells well, but even the chrome and the standard brass effect ones, I don't know what people do with them, but they do seem to buy them. So there was me boldly saying I shall take that out, and I don't know if I shall because it might be a sealed unit. Sure, you could slide things in and out of it. Yeah, you can slide it in and out the bottom, I think. Becoming less sure the more I look at it. Maybe I'll leave it in there. It says on it, life is for living with joy and affection, for finding that true everlasting connection. The happiest heart is one filled with love. It takes you to cloud 9 and the stars up above. Somebody should have been stopped, shouldn't they? Somebody went, I think I'm going to write poetry. And at some point in time, somebody else should have gone, no, don't do that. So that's today's Filler Bag, and that is easily going to pay for everything I spent today, so that's a win. But also from Steve's stall, I got this large chess teacher set. This was quite interesting. I haven't seen this before. I buy a lot of electronic chess sets and things like that. I hadn't seen this. Each piece has the capabilities of the piece on it. So it says pawn, and it can go straight 1, 2 squares. So the 2 is in brackets because the pawn can go 2 squares forward on its first go. But it can go straight, forward, how am I spent to straight forward square, 1, 2, captures diagonally. Maybe the pawn wasn't the easiest one to read. But yeah, each of the pieces have their own capabilities on them so that you can, when you're learning, you can see what it is. So the rook Goes straight and it can go 1 to 7 squares, which we knew that. It's diagonal, isn't it, the rook? Isn't it? No, the rook can only go forward and sideways. Okay, yeah. What goes diagonal? What am I thinking of? Bishops. It's a long time since I played chess. A bishop can go diagonal. Anyway, it's complete. It's got its instructions. It doesn't sell for a huge amount. In the States, a couple have sold for a bit more money, but in the UK, not a huge amount. But I still thought it was worth picking up. I paid £11 to Steve for everything you're about to see, including that chess teacher. Not the filler bag. As I said, filler bag is £3, but the rest was £11. There's an Emma Bridgewater Poker Paws dog treat tin. It is a little bit dented on the top. I don't know if you can make out that dent. It's a little bit dented on the top there. And when I first saw it, I picked it up for us, but I don't know. I might try and sell it. And if it doesn't sell, then we'll keep it. It's got a tiny dent there, which I think I can just push out with my hand. Yeah, that's that done. But I can't push out the ones on the lid very easily. I was trying that earlier on, and they're not quite so keen to go. So yeah. Might sell for a tenner, you never know. Also from Steve, a Texas Instruments TI-83 calculator. Again, probably a tenner. This should have a lid casing, and I don't have the lid. But even so, probably a tenner even without the lid. A couple of DVD box sets. I don't often buy these, but when I saw that these were quite old ones, I've got the Fall and Rise of Reginald Penguin complete collection, probably about a £5, so not a great pickup. And the Tony Hancock collection, probably about a tenner. Not a massively brilliant pickup, but I thought it was worth a punt on those today. Also from Steve, a Dunoon mug. Bow wow. This is actually, it's bizarre. It says on the bottom, Whittard of Chelsea, and then it says made by Dunoon, and that's the first time I have come across those two amalgamated. I've bought many Whittard mugs in my time, and I've bought many Dunoon mugs, but I've never seen Whittard made in Scotland by Dunoon, so that's a new one. Interesting. I also got, in with that £11, I got this Up Anley mug. This is from the Stokieware range, Moreland Stokieware range. And somebody has sold one of these for 13. There are a couple listed with other designs, but that particular one somebody sold for 13. Also, within my £11, this little Whittard sugar, milk and mug set. Large fly in the room, obviously. And finally, within my £11... Oh, no, I forgot as well, in my filler bag, there were also 5 dog toys that are not there now because the dogs have got them. So, 3 juggling balls, a little squashy toy for Bella, 6 dog toys, a frisbee and a pulley rope toy, and the dogs have already had them and gone off with them. And finally my £11 for camping mugs, vintage camping mugs. So that's everything in that entire bag, 11 quid, so that was rather nice. And then I moved on to other sellers. There's not a great deal else because I didn't buy much. I did the main barn and half of the second barn, and then I slept funny last night and my back was in bits, and I was just like, I can't do it. So I staggered on back to the car and decided enough was enough. I paid £1 for a bag of Mr. Potato Head stuff. Mixed bag of Mr. Potato Head. Something just fell out there, not sure what. Probably a tongue or something. But yeah, £1 for that. Quite a lot in there. I think there's 3 large heads. 3 large heads. I can only see 1 bum. No, 2 bums. Might be a loose bum in there somewhere. Oh yeah, there's his bum flap. And from that, oh no, from a different buyer, 50p for a Brixton pottery mug. These sell for 12 to 15. £1 each for these 3 items from that same seller. A set of the Carmen Girl bendy rollers. I wasn't able to find these. I was trying to look them up in the car coming back for, well, not driving, but while I was waiting for Ant to come out of Asda, and I can't find them, so I'll have to do a better look for those. Not sure how much they're going for, but they were quid, so it was worth a try. And 2 phones: the Panasonic KXTG6801 and a BT home phone Decor 2200. They're not brand new, they are used in the box, but even so, they're in jolly good condition for £1 each. Jolly good, hark at me. I've just been listening to Agatha Christie, can you tell? Jolly good. And the last 2 items are a Grow Anywhere blind that I got from Sue for £2. These usually sell quite consistently. It's the wrong time really to sell them. They usually sell quite well. at the beginning of the summer when people are taking their children on holiday and they, you know, people tend to already have blackout arrangements in their children's bedrooms at home, but they're taking their kids away and they want a blackout arrangement for their holiday accommodation. That's usually when these sell, but it's still worth picking up. And last but by no means least, a pair of Nike. Well, I've just looked these up and forgotten already what they're called. Oh, Nike, it says on the top, Nike Downshifter. Downshifter 7. They are Downshifter number 7s. And they are a ladies size 5, I believe. Yeah, ladies 5. They could do with a wash. They might zip through the washing machine because they're just a bit grubby. I think I'll give them a wash. And that's it. That is the haul and all of the haul. I am pleased with what I got. I think I must have spent £21.50. I think I must have done. I'm not sure why I found an extra £1. I thought I went out with £47. But I added up what I've spent, and that doesn't make sense for what I bought, for the money I brought back. Oh, I know why. It's because Natalie gave me £7 in cash. Still £21.50 though, but I now worked out why my money doesn't make sense. Thank you for joining me for this one. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye for now.